Welcome back to the SLR parsing table. So just now we have completed the construction of SLR 0 items. Now we will be seeing how to construct the parsing table for the LR 0 grams. Okay. Now we are starting with the parsing table, as the parsing table is divided into two sessions. That is, first section is about the symbols, that is all the terminals which are included in the grammar. Say for example, in our grammar, it consists of plus symbol, star symbol, open bracket, closing bracket, and ID. All these are the terminals. Okay. Whereas non-terminals means go-to symbols are capital E, T, and F. These are called go-to symbols. You can see that on the right-hand side we have included the go-to symbols E, T, and F. Whereas in the left hand side we have included all the terminal symbols, means the input tape consists of input symbols, and the right hand marker is with the dollar. Okay, so this is a dollar symbol, and these are the collection of canonical collection of item sets, that is from I0 to I11 states we have executed here. Okay, now go to I0 state. Now what is I0 state? I0 consists of E dash derives dot E. Okay, so where does this E shifted? This E is shifted in I1 state. Okay, so therefore under the go to symbol E you have to write 1, because it has been shifted in the I1 state. Okay, so write down 1. Next, come to the next production rule, that is T. T is shifted in which state? I2 state. So where you have to write under the go to symbol T, you have to write what? 2. Okay. Next, in the I0, next symbol is a F. F is shifted in I3 state. So therefore under F, go to symbol F, you have to write 3, because it is shifted in I3 state. Okay. Next, what is the next symbol? Open bracket. Where this open bracket is shifted? Open bracket is shifted in I4 state. So under the symbol open parenthesis in the I0 state, you have to write, as this is a terminal, you have to write S4. Means it has been shifted in I4 state. Okay. Next production is F derives ID, where this ID is shifted in I5 state. That means as this is a terminal symbol again, input symbol again, what you have to write? You have to write the action. Which action? That is S5, means ID is shifted in I5 state. So therefore S5. Next, come to I1 state. What is I1? I0 we have written for all the symbols where it has been shifted. Now we are going to I1 state. What is I1? I1 is reduced. You can see here. I1 is reduced. That means under the dollar symbol, as this is an augmented grammar, E dash derives E dot. As this is an augment, for every grammar for I1 state under the dollar symbol, you have to write accept. The action is accept. As you know, we have 4 types of actions: shift, reduce, accept, and error. The action is accept under the dollar symbol. Next production rule is plus. Where this plus is shifted? In the I6 state. You can see that in the I6 state the plus is shifted. So as this is a terminal, again what you have to write for the plus symbol? You have to write a shift action only. So therefore S6. Next, now I1 is completed. The rule number 1 and rule number 2 is completed. Go to I2. IT is, again this is a reduce action. Okay, this is called reduce action. In this case you have to go to the follows of that particular reduce action, and that means E production is reduced. What is the follow of E? In the follow of E, here you can see what is follow of E: plus, closing, and dollar. For all these symbols, you have to write the reduce action. But what is the production number? As I said earlier, in the starting case itself, give the numbering and will keep that grammar aside, right? So therefore, E derives T. What is the numbering of this one? 2. For plus symbol, closing bracket and dollar, we have to write a reduce action and the rule number is 2. So therefore plus R2, closing bracket R2 and dollar is also R2. Okay. Next, what is the second production in I2? First one is completed, second one is a dot star. We have to check where this star is shifted, where this is shifted in I7. So therefore for the star symbol, what you have to write? Shift action, that is it is shifted in I7 S7. Okay. Next, now I2 both were completed. Come to I3. What is I3 now? I3 is again a reduce action. So therefore, what is the fall of T? What is fall of T? Plus star, closing bracket and dollar. Okay. Now, what is the production rule number? T derives F. This is a 4. Okay. So for those symbols, you have to write R4, R4, R4 like that. Okay. So for plus R4, star R4 and closing bracket R4, dollar R4. Okay, this is how you have to write. Next, I4. What is I4 now? Dot E. Where this E is shifted in the 8th I8. So for E symbol, you have to write 8. Sorry, here you have to write 8. Okay. Next, where the T is shifted, E is shifted in 8. Where this T is shifted, this T is shifted in the before item. You can see in I2 that T is shifted. Okay. So therefore for T, what you have to write? It has been shifted in I2 state. So write down 2. Next, what is the next symbol? Next symbol is F, where this F is shifted in the I3 state. So for F symbol, what you have to write? You have to write a 3. Okay. Next, come to the next one. Which one? That is open bracket. Open bracket, it is shifted in the I4 itself, in the same state itself. So open bracket, you have to write S4 and id. Last one is f derives dot id, where this id is shifted. Id is shifted in I5 state, so therefore we have to write S5. Okay. Next, I4 is done. Now come to I5. What is I5? I5 is f derives id dot. Here you can see f derives id dot. That means it is a reduce action, means follow of f. What is follow of f? Plus star, closing bracket and dollar. What is the numbering of this one? Production rule number 6. So for all those symbols, you have to write a R6, R6, R6 plus R6, star R6, closing bracket R6 and dollar is also R6. There is nothing here. Next, I5 is done. Now come to I6. What is I6? Where this dot is shifted for T in I9 state. That means that under the T you have to write a 9 because it is shifted in ninth state. Next, open bracket, where it is shifted? Open bracket is shifted in I4 state. So under the open bracket, what we have to write? S4. Next, id, where this id is shifted? This id is shifted in I5 state. So under id, write down I S6, S5, sorry. Next, I6 is done. Go to I7. What is I7? Where this dot is shifted in I10 state. So under F symbol, what we have to write? 10 because F is shifted in I10 state. Okay. Now I7 was done. Go to I8. What is I8? Where this dot is shifted for open closing bracket in I11 state. Okay. So for closing bracket, where the under closing bracket you have to write what? S11. Okay. Next. In the I8 state, we have another production rule also, that is E dot plus. So where this plus is shifted, go back and see. In I6, plus has been shifted. So therefore, under the plus symbol, you have to write S6. Shifted at I6 state. Next, I8 was done. Go to I9. I9 is what? Reduced action means what? You have to take fall of E. Fall of E is what? Place closing dollar. What is the numbering of this one? Numbering is a 1. So for place closing bracket, you have to write R1, R1, closing bracket R1 and dollar R1. Okay. Next, come to the next production rule also. Still we have another one where this star is shifted. This star is shifted in I7 state. Okay. So therefore under star symbol write down S7. Next, I9 was done. Now go to I10. What is I10? Reduced. So what we need to take? Fall of T. Fall of TR plus star closing bracket and dollar. What is the numbering production number for this one is 3. So write down R3 for plus star R3 and closing bracket R3 dollar R3. Okay. Next, I10 was done. Now go to I11. What is I11? I11 is, again it is a reduce action. So follow of F. What is follow of F? Again plus star closing and dollar. Now what is the numbering of this statement is, this production rule is R5. So therefore under those symbols you write down R5, R5, closing bracket R5 and a dollar symbol R5. So this is how we have done with all the items, canonical collection of items in the SLR 0. This is called SLR 1 parsing table. Why? Because it does not contain any multiply defined entries. Therefore, hence it is said to be SLR 1, because in the parsing table it does not contains any multiply defined entries. What one means? No multiply defined entries, only one entry is there in the parsing table. Okay, so this is about the SLR parsing table. Thank you.